Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about how people perceive you, whether they know you, whether they don't know you. So for this reading, I've got 4 piles to choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to, and after you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below which you can use to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly how people perceive you. So let's get straight into it. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's see how people perceive you. So we have Ace of Cups in reverse, the Magician, the Hermit in reverse, we have a 2 of Swords, we have the Empress in reverse. Okay, we have Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, 6 of Cups, and we have Page of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles energy, and at the same time we've got the Cups in reverse as well over there. So something really tells me that first of all, people really perceive you as a strong earthly energy. Like, especially like if someone just looks at you like they don't know your name or anything about you, pile 1, but the aura that you portray or the energy that you give off strongly kind of shows that, you know, you're a very strong personality. You're a very strong, kind of like a stone like or mountain like kind of a person. I'm not talking about your size or anything, I'm just talking about your personality, that it comes off as so strong that sometimes people get kind of uncomfortable, and they don't like come and talk to you because somewhere they think that, oh my god, this is pile 1 is such a strong personality, and you know, we don't know how they're gonna take it, like if we go and talk to them, whether they'll talk to us or they won't talk to us. So first thing is first, that if somebody just looks at you, they wouldn't think about messing with you. All right, whether you are tall, short, big, small, doesn't matter. The energy that you give off, you'll be just walking, minding your own business on the street, and if somebody tries to approach you in any way, they would not kind of think about, you know, messing with you in any way. Some people won't even think about approaching you in the first place because they'll be like, okay, what if you know, talking to them is a mistake? What if pile 1 is not in a good mood or something, and then they'll say something to us? So there's this hint of, you know, intimidation when it comes to how people perceive you. You don't do it on purpose, but like I'm saying, this is the energy that you give off. So people are kind of careful before approaching you, and some people only approach you when they have something of meaning to talk to you about, because they really do think that you're somebody who's not going to waste their time on superficial conversations. So it is only when they have something serious to talk to you about and they cannot talk to anybody else about it, they are going to come to you, because people know that you are like a really wise person. That's why we have the Hermit in reverse here along with this Hierophant here. So with the Hermit energy, the first thing it is that you are an incredibly wise person, and incredibly knowledgeable and smart. Maybe that's another reason why people kind of find it a little scary to approach you, because they're like, this person is like, you know, this person is not at our level. This person is far more mature. They're far more wise than we can ever be. So people like pile 1 who are wise and mature, why would they engage in superficial and immature conversations with us? You know, that's how people think. So that's why they kind of find it hard to approach you, pile 1. But yeah, like I'm saying, they think that you're incredibly wise and you have a lot of knowledge, and the thing is that maybe you're somebody who likes to be alone. You like to be by yourself, or people think, because we're talking about people's perception of you over here. So or people really think that, you know, you're somebody who just prefers to be by themselves, having your nose buried in a book all the time. Maybe they've caught you reading quite a bit of time, so they just think that you're always with a book, you're always reading, you're always trying to, or maybe you're just always searching the internet for some information or the other. So because of that, they they kind of consider you to be a really reliable source of information. They just think that, okay, if we want somebody to have a proper conversation with us, a nice mature conversation with us, it's going to be pile one. So that's why people only approach you when they want to have that proper conversation, because we have the Hierophant here. So that's because people want your guidance, pile one. They want you to guide them. They want you to tell them what to do. Like if they're doing something wrong, they want you to tell them. They really do. On the other hand, the thing is that, like I'm saying, if for example, like you're somebody who likes to be alone, the thing is that you don't get much of a chance to be alone, because people are always coming up to you for some advice or the other, you know. And if you're somebody who goes to school or college, like you're in an academic setting, you would have noticed that during the time of exams or something, you're just surrounded by your fellow classmates or something, because according to them, you're the smartest one out there. You're the one who knows everything. And that's why, especially during exams, you're like this mini celebrity out there, because people are just coming up to you and being like, can you teach us this concept? Can you teach us that? How does that work? Like people are full of questions for you, and sometimes it gets really tiring with the Hermit over here in reverse. So this is really telling me that it gets tiring for you, because you're like, can you just leave me alone? I know you guys are only coming up to me because you want something. You're not coming up to me because, you know, you just want to talk. So somewhere you also feel bad. We have the Two of Swords right next to it. So yeah, that also, I mean, I can totally understand if you feel like people only come to you when they want something, so you do not open yourselves up to people. Pile one, that's another thing that people think about you, that you don't easily open yourself to people. It takes a long time. And considering what I just said about people only coming to you when they want to have a proper conversation, when they want some piece of information or knowledge, some clarity, some guidance, I can totally understand why you choose to keep your distance, why you choose to keep your emotions to yourself, because you understand that, okay, these are not the people who are going to value your emotions or who are going to take care of your emotions. So in that regard, you kind of keep to yourself, or at least you keep your emotional side to yourself. You hardly ever show, or you hardly ever try to be vulnerable in front of people. So that's why I'm saying that you give off a very strong personality vibe, because you know, you do not allow yourself to be vulnerable in front of other people. You only do that like if you are lucky enough, you're blessed enough to have a close group of people whom you can trust in all of that. You only show yourself, your true self. You only allow yourself to be vulnerable to those people, nobody else. So people often wonder that, you know, do you feel anything? Some people can go as far as to exaggerate and be like, does pile one even have a heart? Do they feel anything? They're always like so nonchalant about everything. They always act like, you know, they don't care, or it's not important. Like, especially during a serious situation, they're not panicking, they're not freaking out. Why is that? It's just because you are like, you know what, I'm not just gonna go around be freaking out and being scared in front of other people. You have that. Maybe a lot of people have broken your trust in the past, that's why you're like that. Or maybe you just, like I'm saying, you're mature enough to understand that, okay, these are the people I can be vulnerable with, these are the people I'm not. So you learn to discern what to be in front of what kind of people. So on the other hand, we have this Ace of Cups in reverse along with this Magician card here. So when I got these cards, when I was laying them down for you, pile one, the message that struck me was like, pile one, according to people, you kind of, you know, give them sudden information, you know, like how people say that you're dropping a bomb on somebody by giving them some certain kind of information all of a sudden. That's the kind of energy you possess, that something good happens, something bad happens, you're not going to tell that person immediately. You're going to take some time, and then all of a sudden you will just tell people that, okay, this happened. Whether it's good or bad, it depends on whatever the situation is. But you do not tell people immediately what happened. I don't know, either you take time to kind of come to terms with that, or whatever your reasons may be, but according to people, you give them shocks, you just give them some shocking piece of news. So some people can get really scared every time you come up to them and be like, okay, I need to talk to you. And then they go like, and then they're on high alert and being like, okay, what does pile one want to tell us now? What kind of shocking information are they going to give to us, right? So somewhere people are also kind of scared, I would say. That's why with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, sometimes you have to go and tell them what you want to tell them rather than them coming to you. And this also, because this Knight is in reverse, so this also kind of tells me that how Knight of Pentacles is like super slow, right? And takes a long time to come. But with this one being in reverse, this kind of tells me that, like this just adds on to the fact that when you deliver information, good or bad, you just do it swiftly. It's like, ripping off a Band-Aid. So it's like some people are just shocked when you tell them something and it takes some time for them to come to terms with what you've told them. So that's why some people can be wary of you as well. But I'm just really getting this intense feeling that you are a very strong person in terms of your personality and So, and because of that, I just feel like you are capable enough of handling anything and everything, pile one, because we have the Magician here. So you have like a lot of potential. And like I'm saying, since you're so strong and intelligent and wise, there's nothing that you cannot do. There is no problem or challenge that you cannot come out of. You can do it. You have that in you. Whether it's the universe's blessing or it's because of your experiences, but you've understood that whatever happens, you can handle it. No one can come and take advantage of your weakness, because you won't allow yourself to be weak in front of people you don't trust. Sometimes you don't even allow yourself to be weak in front of the people you do trust. You're just like, I just want to be by myself and let it all out in solitude, in isolation. So some people really, but yeah, like I'm saying, since people think you're really strong, and you come off as a really strong person, pile one, they also think that you're capable of doing great things in life. That's their big perception of you, because you have the Magician right here. We have this Two of Pentacles here as well. So you're capable of doing many things. You're multi-talented, multifaceted, of course, but mainly it's that people really think that you are going to achieve a lot of big things in life, not just one thing. Some people say that, oh, this person is going to do something big one day, but like singular, but with you, it's like pile one is going to do a lot of big things. Like they're going to leave their mark on this world. That's the kind of opinion people have of you. And even if not on the world, at least you'll leave a mark on the people you have met during that time, during your life, whatever that may be. People will remember you. You're not a forgettable person, a pile one. Whether somebody talks to you or doesn't even talk to you. Like for example, you're sitting at a park on this bench, and it's only you, so there's plenty of space on the other side, and then another person comes and sits down on that bench next to you, and you don't talk to that person doesn't talk to you, but that person can feel your aura. They are getting that vibration, they're feeling that. And they're also thinking that, this person is, they're something. People, when they look at you, when they come across your energy, they pause for a moment and they just wonder. Then they think that, yeah, this energy is something different. This energy is stronger than the others. This energy is capable of doing something big. So like those are the kind of vibes people get from you, pile one. And then we have a Six of Cups here, and I feel like this card is kind of coming up in terms of the people who do know you, like closely, intimately. And this is the card that is kind of saying that you are a very friendly person. And you're somebody who doesn't like, and because we have the Two of Swords right here above it, this tells me that you're somebody who doesn't talk about their past much, who doesn't like to dig up their past all the time. Like for example, this is just an example that probably you've experienced let's say 2 or 3 breakups in your life, okay? Now you're not going to talk like, and now you are currently in another relationship, you're not going to talk about your past at all. You're not gonna complain about your exes. You're not gonna just make excuses for yourself and then blame it on your exes that, oh, I'm like this because that person did this to me. I am like this because my ex said this to me. You're not like that. And not only in front of the person you're currently with, but even with your friends and family, like the people around you, you don't talk about your past. Your past is the past and you keep it there. A lot of people will come and try to coax it out of you, and being like, they will try to, nudge you into that kind of conversation, but you will shut them down. You will shut that conversation down, because you're like, no, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about what happened between us. I'm not going to talk about who said what, or I'm not going to go around playing this blame game that, oh, that person did this and I did this and all of that. So you don't do that, and I don't know why that is, Padawan. Maybe you do it to avoid drama. Maybe you do it because you genuinely feel as if, yeah, the past is the past and it doesn't need to be dug up every single time. Or you've just, like I'm saying, you're so strong of a personality that you've learned to kind of handle it on your own. And that's why you're just like, there's no point talking about it to other people. They're not going to help you. They're not going to bring the past back or something, right? So I don't know, you're a really mature person, whatever your age may be. You have this maturity that, okay, what needs to be talked about, what needs to be dwelled on, and what needs to be forgotten. You have that ability, because some people really don't. All they do is just live in their past, and they keep rehashing the past. They keep talking about it. That person did this, I did this happened, that happened. It's all the past people talk about. So maybe that, and since you don't talk about it, and you would have noticed that a lot of people, when they're talking about their lives, what happened in the past with them. So and since you don't do that, a lot of times you're just quiet and listening to the other person. So that's why people might think that, and they perceive you as somebody who is not talkative, who's taciturn, or who's just they just are very closed off. They don't open up that easily. On the other hand, we have a Page of Pentacles, and we have the Empress in reverse. So that was giving me the same message as like with the Ace of Cups and the Magician here, that you're somebody who also smart. You're actually smart enough to keep quiet about your wealth as well, Padawan. So no matter how successful you are, I mean, you could be a billionaire and people are not going to know about it. Like, you're that kind of energy. Very closed off. Not secretive or anything like that, but just closed off. Like, you understand that, these things are not supposed to be talked about. And there's no use talking about such things that, oh, I have so much money and I can do this, I can do that. You're not a person who talks much. You're a person of action, Padawan. So a lot of people are just like, they don't know how much money you have and what to do with it. But yeah, you just whenever, but the thing is that they do know that whenever you need money, you have it. You don't go around asking other people for it. All right, let's see what else we have. We have Samaritan. Refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So yeah, like I'm saying, with the Hermit in reverse, the Hierophant, people come to you for advice all the time. And like I'm saying, especially if there is this time where people need information, people need knowledge, they're going to come to you. And though you have nothing to do with them, they don't talk to you on regular days, you still help people out. You don't go around saying, why would I help you? What have you done for me? Or something like that. You're not that person. I just feel like you have a really deep personality, and it goes deeper than what these cards are saying. I really do feel that. Okay, so we have a Mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. So yeah, like, because like we have the Hierophant energy coming through. So of course, and then we have the Swords, Two of Swords here, and I don't know why I'm getting the Justice imagery in my head. where you are mediating, people are coming up to you for advice, and especially if two people are arguing amongst themselves, they're not able to come to a decision, come to an agreement of some sort, they come to you and they're like, okay, this is the problem, this is the issue, what do we do, where do we go from here? We're not able to. And you, being the smart one that you are, of how one, you always end up giving them that solution. Okay, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Like I'm saying, you are so mature. Like you have this strong ability to discern right from wrong, to discern that, to figure out exactly who is nurturing you and who is draining you. You are blessed, Apawan. You have this thing, you have this gift from the universe, because I feel like even if you're in your 60s, 70s, where people think that now you've got all the experience of life, even then, I mean, you're more mature than those people as well. Like, your maturity is something that is otherworldly, I would say. Your maturity is not something that comes from life experiences or age or something. No, it is something that is a gift from the universe, and that's why there's no rhyme or reason to it. You've always been very mature from a young age, from an age where you learn to figure out what this world is, or you learn to talk or speak to people or whatever. People always say that pile 1 is mature and wise. All right, so yeah, this is all I have for you on a pile 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what people think of you, how they perceive you. We have Knight of Swords, the Sun, Strength, Three of Swords in reverse, 9 of Wands. We have 10 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles. We have a 3 of Wands in reverse. We have a 4 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Cups. All right, so pile 2. What do people think of you? How do they perceive you? First of all, with the Knight of Swords here and a 10 of Wands in reverse, I'm really getting this strong message that you are somebody who fights for their freedom and who fights for the freedom of others. You are this person who is an activist. Like, you have this energy of the activist, where you are ready to fight for the person's right. You're ready to fight for justice. You're ready to do anything to make sure that people get their right. People are free from anything and everything that they deem oppressive. Okay, so you are that person, pile 2, and you're not afraid to take charge. You're not afraid to take an initiative, and people somewhere really admire that about you. But at the same time, they kind of think that you go a little overboard at times, because this is that Knight energy, swift, fast. Sometimes you do it without thinking. Sometimes you can be very passionate about what you believe in. That's what people think. That, okay, especially if you see some sort of injustice taking place, you're not going to stand for it. And then you won't even think twice. You won't even think that, should I even go and try to help that person, or should I just stay back because the other party is like so much stronger and so much more influential than I am. You're not going to care about any of that. When you see something bad happening, something wrong, you're gonna do your best to make it right. Pile 2. On the other hand, this also tells me that with this 10 of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords, that you are such a strong, like, you're a very fast energy, very fast kind of a person. Like, you do things really quickly. Like, if you and your friend is working on the same project, for example, you're gonna get yours done so much faster than how your friend is, like when your friend does it. Like, even if you both start at the same time, it's just you do things really fast. Maybe you're somebody who speaks really fast, somebody who walks or runs really fast. Anybody gives you any kind of a task, you will do it really quickly. So people have this thing that people might refer to you as the lightning bolt, or they might compare you to that superhero, that superhero Flash, the one who is super fast, right? And they might have all sort of like nicknames for you that involve speed or electricity or something like that. They might have such nicknames for you as well. So, but that is because of how fast you are and how quickly you get the job done. So then we have the Sun, and then we have Ace of Pentacles here. So these two cards, they're telling me that according to people, you have a really bright personality. Like you are like sunshine in people's lives. You guys can clearly see the sunflowers and the big sun. Even with this Pentacles here, the Ace of Pentacles, you know that in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the Ace of Pentacles is literally like this big yellow circle with a pentacle there, like it's a big coin, right, coming straight from the universe. So yeah, same energy, like yellow and then yellow over here. That's why I'm saying that people really think you have a really bright personality. And considering how fast you are, I also think that they think that you're somebody who cannot be ignored because you're really bright. And maybe you're somebody who loves to wear bright colors. Maybe you're somebody who loves to do makeup or wear really nice, big jewelry, which attracts people's attention. And you don't do it because you want people's attention. Pile 2, you do this like you wear bright clothes, brightly colored clothes, or you do makeup, or you wear big like noticeable jewelry because you like it. You like wearing such things, not because you want people to see you or you want their attention in any way. But of course, when you are people cannot help but be attracted to you. They're like, well, Pile 2 is so brave that they're willing to be who they are and just wear what they love. So people love your authenticity as well here, Pile 2. On the other hand, with the Sun energy here, along with the Ace of Pentacles, like it's like new beginning and stuff. So people really do think that you have this beautiful childlike energy as well. You're laughing, smiling without a care in the world at times, and they love that about you. Some people are really self-conscious and they're not gonna smile or laugh really they're not gonna laugh really loud or without inhibition in public. But you're not like that. When you want to laugh, when you find something funny or you're happy about something, it shows. Like people will take notice of it, and you don't care about that. You don't care if people are watching. You're happy, you're gonna express it. You're gonna feel that emotion, and that is such a beautiful energy, and that just shows how authentic you are. Like you are truly you, Pile 2, and it's just beautiful. I have this really crazy smile on my face right now as I read your cards. But anyway, yeah, like that's what people think, that you have this really nice childlike energy, and when you are laughing, when you're smiling, it automatically kind of makes people smile and feel better. Maybe you have a really infectious laughter as well, very contagious laughter. When you start laughing, everybody around you starts laughing. So people are really fond of you for that. They love hanging out with you. They love being around you. And if somebody thinks that they can take advantage of you, just because you're happy all the time, some people might think that, oh, you're so weak or something, or they might not know how strong you really are. But whatever it is, if somebody thinks about messing with you, they need to think again, and they need to think 10 times before they think that they can do or say anything against you, because you are like this lion, just because you're happy, you're enjoying life, maybe you're not taking things as seriously, doesn't mean that you don't know what's going on, or you don't have the sense of serious taking things seriously. No. So if somebody's like, okay, I'm gonna try to get one over Pile 2, yeah, no, they're not gonna succeed. They're not going to succeed, Pile 2, because you're like this. You have a lot of strength within you, and you're not afraid to use it. You're not afraid to use it when it's required. You will take the time to respond to a person. You're not going to react immediately. So that's what gives you that edge over the other people. It gives you that advantage, that because you're not going to react immediately, that's why when you will react, you will give a proper response. You are going to give exactly what the other person needs, or however you choose to kind of, respond to them, whatever that may be, you will give them that proper response. You're not going to be impulsive. You're not going to say something foolish or say something without thinking. You will take your time. You will analyze exactly what the situation is, what the person has said to you. So that just shows, that kind of gives evidence of your intelligence, pile 2. And that's why, people really, and because we have all these swords coming up for you, and all these wands coming up for you. So that wands is like swift energy, really fast and without thinking, being impulsive, like all that Arian energy, that Aries energy, because Aries being the first sign is impulsive. So you getting all these wands, and so this just, and like how they're in reverse. So this just shows that you are quick to respond, but you are smart to respond, if that makes sense. You're very witty in nature as well. People love your wit. People love your charisma, because we have the sun energy coming through. Sun is all about wit. It's all about charisma. So people love to be around you. People love to talk to you. You're very charming. You can make anybody like you, a pile 2. And that's why some people might think you're slightly dangerous as well, because we have the strength card right next to it with the lion here. A lot of people are scared of the lion. Right? So similarly, some people might be scared of you because they know how easily you can charm the crowd, how easily you can influence people into liking you, or kind of even doing what you want them to do. So that's another perception that people have of you. On the other hand, with this 3 of Swords in reverse, along with this 4 of Wands in reverse, this clearly it tells me that people really see you as some sort of a healer. They see you as somebody who has not only worked on their healing, but is capable of taking care of a person, or providing comfort to a person in their time of need. So a lot of people, you would have noticed in your life, pile 2, that a lot of people come to you when they are in a crisis. You might feel bad that they don't come to you when their life is okay, but they come to you when they're in any kind of a problem of any nature, because they're like, pile 2 might not be able to help us in any tangible way, but they know that you can help them in that emotional way, in that psychological way, where you are able to kind of provide them with that comfort, with that healing, and give them that strength that they need to, deal with the circumstances that life has presented them with. So that's why they call you immediately when they're panicking, or when they feel lost and confused, because they know that if anybody can lend them their strength, it is you. So people have this fondness for you, pile 2. I really do feel like you're somebody who's very well liked by the people around you. People look forward to speaking to you, and wherever you go, I feel like people love the fact that you smile a lot as well. You're always smiling. Anybody you see, no matter who they are, whether you know them, whether you don't know them, you always have a smile on your face. Even if you're not doing so well yourself on the inside, you might be going through your own issues and stuff, but to the outside world, to the outside people, you always have a smile on your face, because probably you understand the importance of the smile. You understand that people need to get some positivity in their lives, and maybe that's the only way you can help them. You can make their day better. You can make them make their day more positive by smiling and greeting them and talking to them in a good and jovial manner, rather than just talking about your problems. I don't think you do that. And also, especially like with the 4 of Wands in reverse here, pile 2, this kind of also tells me that if somebody is like, people perceive you as such, that if there's any problem, they know that the only way for them to come out of that problem is to talk to you, is to have a nice conversation with you, is to spend time with you, because this card is in reverse. So when their life is going through some turbulent times, they kind of hold on to you, they latch on to you, because you are like you're somebody who gives them comfort. You are that shoulder they can lean on. You are the person who is ready to lend them your strength. And that's why you are a strong, I would say, you are a strong enforcer of courage. You strongly believe in courage, and you do your best to kind of inculcate that courage in other people. You want everybody to be strong and be brave and face life, and whatever it brings, because life is always like full of ups and downs, right? So you want your people, especially your people, your close circle, your family, your friends, to be really strong and courageous. And sometimes, and you're not afraid to give them a little bit of tough love to make that happen, because you do not want them to suffer. You are like, right now I'm here for them. What if one day I'm not? What if one day I'm somewhere else and they need me and they need that comfort from me? What would I do? So from a young age, you have been trying to kind of, especially if you have kids, Pile 2, you have been trying to kind of ingrain that courage into them, make them be brave and make them be independent and strong and face whatever challenges that they encounter. You kind of make them feel, give them that sense of empowerment that, okay, you have to do this, you have to deal with this. If they have a problem with another child, you kind of help them deal with that issue, but not that you go and solve the problem for them. You're not like that. I feel like you will make a really smart parent if you choose to have kids, or when you do, you'll make a very good parent. On the other hand, with this 9 of Cups here, like I was saying, you're very charming. You have a lot of charisma, and people believe that. People believe that. Pile 2, that wherever you go, it's like the crowd follows you. You're like the Pied Piper, people following you around everywhere. And I feel like some people, like a lot of people know you and you don't necessarily know them. So somewhere you also have that popularity streak going on where everybody around you knows you, and they know you to be like this super wonderful person, and whereas you might not be aware of them. But also people really do think that you are strong and courageous yourself, and that's why you are able to kind of transfer that essence of yours into other people. And because of your courage and your strength, Pile 2, it is because of that you are successful, because people really think you are successful. You might not be according to you, but according to people, you are really successful. And if not, then people really do think that you have the potential to be super successful one day, because we have this Ace of Pentacles right here as well, which is like this financial blessing, financial kind of prosperity coming straight from the universe for you. And then of course we have the Sun card here, which is another card depicting success. So a lot of your cards are talking about your success here, Pile 2. So this kind of just shows that it's really evident to people. It's really kind of obvious to them that you have the potential to be super successful, no matter what they say or no matter what they think about you, whether they like you or they don't like you. Pile 2, one thing is for sure, that they think that you are going to be successful one day. And yep, some people who don't like you will be jealous of the fact that you have the potential to be successful, whereas they don't. And yeah, and they kind of also, I just feel like people who are not exactly your fans, they don't like the fact that you have a lot of fans. Like, you might have your own fan club as well. You might be aware of it, you might not be aware of it, but the people who don't like you, they are jealous of that fact, because they wanted that fan club and you have it. So yeah, like, okay, let's see what else we have for you. Pile 2. Excuse me. Okay, so we have visionary. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Okay, we have victim. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. I told you, you are this strong personality who cares a lot about the world and how everybody should be treated right. You are big on that pile 2. Then we have storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Okay, so with the visionary card here, I mean, it's obvious that you see things other people don't. You view the world in ways other people don't and never will. You have a unique way of perceiving life itself, and maybe that's why you have that strength, you have that courage, that even if there's a challenge in front of you, if there's an obstacle in your way, pile 2, you do your best to be fearless in that manner. I'm so sorry about my throat. And we also have this Knight of Swords coming through for you. So you are brave, maybe because you're visionary, because your vision is so vast and so great that the problems that are in front of you might seem big to the people around you, but to you, you view them as something that can be easily overcome. Because you know exactly like, okay, what's going to happen if you don't follow through, if you don't take that step towards your goals or your dreams. Then, because like I'm saying, you're a very visionary person, you have a very big grand vision. And we have also the sun here. When the sun shines, it shines on the whole world. You know, sun is grand. It is something that cannot be ignored, and that is exactly who you are, pile 2, according to the people. And then, like I was saying here with the victim card here, you will not allow yourself or anybody else to be a victim, especially not the people around you. If they are acting like victims, you're going to give them a piece of your mind and be like, no, you are going to be strong. You're going to get up and fight for what is your, for your right, for what you think is true. And if you see some sort of injustice happening, you're the first one to take a stand for that person. You're the first one to stand against that injustice. And with the storyteller here, like I was saying, you're very charismatic. People love to talk to you. People love to listen to you, pile 2. And of course, whatever you have to say, with the storyteller here, very expressive person. You're very creative, very artistic. I mean, the sun also talks about that. I just feel like that is your main energy. But whatever you have been through, you know, some people, when they experience life, they just tell it how it is, right? They just tell like, okay, this is what happened with me. But you, the way you tell, it's like you're telling a story where you might not necessarily be the main character, even though it's your own life story. But the way you tell your own experiences, it's no less than a story. And people are riveted and they are so focused, and they're giving you their full attention when you're telling a story, when you're telling them anything that you want to tell. All right, so yeah, this is all I have for you. Pile 2, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's see what people perceive of you. All right, so we have the World card here. We're just gonna cover this. Okay, and this one as well. Okay, then we have Ace of Wands. We have a Page of Cups. The King of Swords. The Moon. We have 7 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles, and 5 of Cups. Okay, interesting. Wow. I feel like with the Moon card here, along with the 5 of Cups here, pile 3, I think you are somebody who gets visions of the past. I don't know. I think you are somebody who's who gets a lot of visions and messages from your ancestors as well. People who were born before you and all of those things. So probably you have a lot of ancestral blessings and a lot of ancestral power. So with this 5 of Cups here, along with the Moon card, I'm getting this feeling that people really think that, one, you come from a very powerful family. Okay, whether they know you or they don't know you, it's that energy you give off, right? So we're talking about people's perception, taking in their energy and seeing what they think of you. So they really, like, if they see you and they're just observing you for like some time, they will get this, and they're not talking to you, they're just observing you, maybe from a distance or something. they can feel as if, you come from a strong bloodline, a really strong family. From generations after generations, your family has just only increased in strength, and that strength and those blessings have been passed down to you. So yeah, I just feel like you have and like I'm saying, maybe for some of you it goes even further, and to the point where you do get a lot of messages from the past. Maybe you have a lot of your ancestors coming to you all the time, especially when during your sleep, because I do see that here with this Four of Swords here and the Page of Cups. Your ancestors really try to communicate with you. Or if it's not your ancestors, you're like, no, I don't have such a strong connection with my ancestors. But then it could be those spirits who have, passed on in the past. Not recently, but like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, maybe even 50 years ago, because, yeah, the world was a different place back then. Anyway, so like it could be those people as well trying to communicate with you, and they do so through their dreams, mainly through your dreams. That's why sometimes it gets really hard for you to go to sleep as well. That's what I'm sensing, because your dreams are like so crazy. They're so vivid that sometimes you just wake up and you find it, you're just always tossing and turning in your sleep, because you are getting so much, input, even when you're supposed to be resting, pile 3. But that's the whole thing. You're vulnerable at that time. Your guard is down, so it makes it easier for the spirits to come and talk to you. But yeah, like I'm saying, people will definitely think that you come from a really strong, even like a really influential bloodline, because we also have this King of Swords here. But on the other hand, with this the World card here, and this is the Seven of Cups here. So what I'm getting for you from this is that people really think you are a very colorful person, a very colorful personality. You guys can see the whole rainbow thing over there. People really perceive you as somebody who is very colorful, multifaceted. There's not one thing that they can say about you. There's just so much to talk about. If people start talking about you, pile 3, they'll never stop talking. They'll never stop talking. Whether they've known you for 1 year, or whether they've known you for 5 or 10 years, it's the same for everyone. They're never gonna stop. There's just so much to you, and even if they do stop talking, thinking that they've spoken all that there is to you, they've told everybody everything, they know that there's so much more than what they know about you. You are like this, you're like an abyss, pile 3, in a good way. Like there's no end to you, you know how a person, if they're falling into an abyss, they just go on and on. There's no end to that. It's like that. There's no end to your personality and your different attributes. There's just so much to you. You are an abundant individual. Like you have a very strong and abundant personality, pile 3. It's like an ocean. That's why like this Page of Cups is here. You see this ocean over there? That's how you are. You are, and we also have the World card here. So you understand the grandeur that's taking place here. You understand how grand you are, how big you are, no matter your size, no matter your physical appearance. I'm talking about the size of your soul, the size of your personality. It's never ending. It's like this endless ocean, People will keep swimming and swimming and swimming, and they'll never reach the bottom. And if they think that they've reached the bottom, they'll just see that there's more to it. That is not what the end is. There's so much more. Some people are aware of some of the things about you, and there are things that nobody knows about you, and nobody ever will. Even if you want them to know, it's like, I don't think you'll get the chance to tell them, or they'll get the chance to know it. So, yeah. So people who come and tell you that they know you and they know everything about you, trust me, they're wrong. They are wrong. they clearly don't know. And I doubt they ever will. Wow. And pile 3, people also kind of think that with this Four of Swords here and the Page of Cups, they really do think that your dreams are big. They are some of your dreams are downright impossible, but they do see you as a big dreamer. They really do believe that whenever you dream about something, you dream big. There's nothing small when it comes to you. Your dreams are not small. Like, for example, you want to buy a teacup. Just giving an example here. You want to buy a teacup. You'll go to the store. You'll buy the biggest tea set or the biggest teacup you can find, or you will find the most expensive one, or you will find the most detailed one that you can find. But there's always going to be this extreme to your dreams, whatever your dreams are. That people would come to you, and sometimes they laugh at you when you share your dreams with them, because they're like, this is crazy, this is never gonna happen. You shouldn't even have such big dreams or big goals, because they're never going to come true. And pile 3, considering how I was just talking about how big your personality is and how deep it goes, people shouldn't make such claims about you that your dreams are impossible. Considering the kind of person and personality you possess, pile 3, I would say anything is possible for you. Because this Page of Cups is upright. Anything is possible for you. King of Swords, you just need to be clear about your goals. We also have this Ace of Wands right here. Be clear about your goals and you will get it all. Be patient and be smart. That's like the only advice I have for you when it comes to reaching your goals. Be patient and be smart. Don't let that inner voice inside your head tell you that it's not possible. It is possible. You have the blessings of your ancestors, pile 3. You really think, and considering how powerful your ancestors are, you think that whatever you dream of cannot happen. If you do, yeah, you you need to think again. You need to sort out that problem that is making you think like that. Whatever, if it's some sort of like an insecurity or something, you need to face that, work on that, and move on from that. Because these big goals, they need a strong person, pile 3. They need a stronger version of you. And considering how big your goals are, that's why I'm telling you to be patient, because big goals take time to manifest. And people will, and maybe sometimes people also say this, that, oh, your goals are all impossible and stuff, because they don't want your goals to come true for you. Because they don't want that, because they know that if that happens, that's just a blow on them. That's just an attack on them. They will feel insecure if your dreams come true. So they don't want you to succeed. They don't want your goals to manifest. So what do? They fill your head with all sorts of negative talk. And they tell you that, oh, it's too big, it's too impossible, and all of those things. And then we have this 9 of Pentacles here. You guys can see these words, comfort and prosperity right here. We also have this Ace of Wands. So I just feel like as long as you're doing something you're passionate about, people, pile 3, people really think that you are a passionate person. We have this Ace of Wands right next to it. And whatever you do it with passion. And people really do think that one day your passionate nature, your passionate personality will help you attract all that you ever wished for. And I just feel like somewhere people really feel that warmth from you as well, pile 3. They do see you as a powerful person coming from a powerful lineage. But when they're talking to you, or if they get close to you, they also kind of understand just how warm and sweet you are. You're a very kind person and a very warm person. You nurture people, pile 3. You might have like strong nurturing aspects in your natal birth chart as well. Like, I'm just getting that message that, you are a very nurturing soul. And not only do you nurture your own self through whatever techniques or hobbies that you have, but you also nurture other people. I feel like you are a strong advocate for creativity. You fight for that. You want everybody to have some sort of a creative outlet that they can use to make themselves feel better, or they can use to kind of move ahead in life. Because as long as they're indulging in something creative, they're essentially not focused on the negative aspects of their life, which is kind of helping them heal from whatever pain that they've experienced. And that just makes them stronger. So if somebody comes up to you, a pile 3, and they're discussing some sort of a problem with you, they're telling you that, okay, this is what I'm going through, I don't know what to do, you will always encourage them to be creative. Always. And with the world card, and I was telling you, right, it said so much color over there. And I see a lot of color in this card as well with the Page of Cups here. So this kind of tells me that maybe you, according to people, you are an artist. You might be very good at art. It could be for some of you, because art comes in different forms. So for some of you, it could be singing, it could be writing, it could be acting, dancing, whatever. But mainly for the majority of you, I feel like it's something related to do with painting, coloring, drawing, sketching, kind of that kind of aspect of the art. That might be more dominant in your personality. So, and people can see that sometimes. Maybe they look at your hands and they think that, oh, pile 3 has very artistic hands. They have the hands of an artist. Or it could be that maybe you are somebody who likes to showcase your art on social media. You show your art to the world. The world here, right? You share your art with the world, and that's why people really think that you are very artistic and very creative, because your art is definitely unique to you. And on top of that, it is beautiful to see. People love your art, pile 3. They might tell you, they might not tell you. It all depends on that person. But one thing is for sure, they love your art. And they want you to continue making your art. We have this card of comfort and prosperity coming through for you. Yeah, like I'm saying, you not only do people want you to share your art, but you want people to kind of work on their art, whatever their medium is, and show that to the world, have that support of the world. You are, I feel like you are some of the most creative people out there, pile 3. If a bunch of you just get together, this world will, and combining your strength and your energy, this world will become such a happy place, I would say. Because, maybe right now you guys are away and, the energy is all scattered. So when the energy is like unified, it's like, it has a bigger impact. So, yeah, like, wow. And people definitely think you're very intelligent as well, with the King of Swords here and Ace of Wands. Very creative and at the same time very intelligent. You could be very strategic as well. Sometimes, when that's the whole thing about creative people, that they can always figure out a solution to a problem. And that's the same thing with you. Whatever problem may be presented to you, whatever challenge comes your way, you're very strategic about it. You're very creative about it. Sometimes some of you guys might enjoy the challenges that life throws your way, because you're like, okay, now this is something that I need to get out of. How will I do it? So you take that as a challenge, you take that as a puzzle to solve, and you use your creative intelligence to kind of work your way out of it. Sometimes people often wonder how you're able to solve problems really quickly. Some people might blame it on your ancestors, that it is because of their blessing that you're able to kind of come out of problems. But it's not just about your ancestors here, pile 3. It is you who is doing the work, you who is doing the thinking over here. If your ancestors are able to communicate with you, it is because you have the power to handle whatever it is that they have to say to you. So people might give you the credit to your ancestors, but you need to give the credit to yourself, and accept the fact that, you know, you are super intelligent. And if you're able to get out of a situation easily, it is because of you and your efforts. All right, let's see what else we have for you. Okay, we have a servant. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. I told you, you're always ready to, maybe you're ready to share your wisdom with the world. You are ready to share your art with the world. You never know. Like I'm saying, your art is making an impact. You never know what kind of an impact it's making. People find art very therapeutic, very healing. So maybe your art is helping somebody heal, you know, whatever the message is in there. Even if it's not just seeing the happy colors in your art, is helping the person live a better life, you know. So you are doing a very good job here, pile 3. All right, oh, we have king, and we have king over here. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. You people, pile 3. Somebody has the potential to be a leader. Somebody who has the potential to guide others. It is you. And people flock to you. People flock to you with all sorts of issues, with all sorts of problems. And they always leave with a smile on their face, because you always give them a solution. You always have an answer for their questions, their issues. You always have something for them. You never let anybody leave without, you know, you never let anybody leave empty-handed, or you never let them leave without any advice or solution. So we have child eternal. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. I just feel like this is kind of lenient, and we also have that Ace of Swords right there, which is talk all about light and new beginnings and enlightenment and all of those things coming up. And then we have this one. So whatever, like, you know how sometimes people say that life will keep throwing you into situations, into the same situation until you learn from it. But I feel like you view every situation as a new situation, as a new challenge, even if you've encountered such a situation before in your life. A pile 3, you always, like, if that situation repeats itself, you'll be like, oh, this is so new, and you'll be excited about it. You'll be excited about it like a child is when they see something new, right? So it's the same thing with you. So you get excited about it, and when you're excited about something, you want to experience that. You are curious about it, and you want the answer to that. So that's why, you know, you're able to kind of do the thinking and put in the effort to bring yourself out of a situation, because you, instead of panicking or freaking out over a situation, you are kind of getting excited about it. So I just feel like your perception is what kind of helps you have an advantage over other people, pile 3. And people can see that, and whenever they're thinking of you, they're talking about you, they're like, pile 3 is like a beautiful child, you know. They're full of life, full of color, and they wish that they could be like you. They wish that they could also indulge their inner child the way you do. All right, so yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how people perceive you. All right, we have 4 of coins. We have Justice in reverse. 6 of Cups. We have Knight of Wands. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords again. Okay, confirmation. Somebody's keeping secrets according to people. We have Ace of Swords. And 5 of Swords in reverse. King of Swords. Okay, lots of swords. And we have Knight of Swords. Whoa. Very intelligent pile 4. Very intelligent cards. So I feel like your intelligence is something people get, like, it's the first thing people notice about you. It's literally the strongest thing that they feel about you is that you are incredibly intelligent, and you're a problem solver. You are strategic, very intelligent in every way. Like, you're some, like, you know how people say that there are different forms of intelligence and it's not just one thing. I feel like when it comes to you, it's like you're the whole package of intelligence. You have, if not a huge amount, you have a little bit of every kind of intelligence that there is in this world. And I feel like if any form has to kind of dominate within you and your personality, it's not going to be just one form. It's going to be like multiple of forms taking over or being very powerful and strong in your personality. So with the Seven of Swords coming up twice for you, it just confirms that you, because like this is really kind of a contradictory statement, but people have this opinion of you, Pile 4, that you are talkative, but because you have all these swords coming up for you. So swords are like, the card, the suit of communication, talking, information, messaging, all of that stuff. So people might say that, you are very talkative, but at the same time, you are incredibly secretive as well. You can talk about anything and everything, but when it comes to your secrets, you never let them out. Like never, not even by mistake. Some people who are really talkative, they sometimes let their secrets spill, or the secrets of their friend, they kind of just let them out without, like, it happens by mistake because they're so caught up in what they're saying that they don't realize that they've kind of, talked about something that they weren't supposed to talk about. But you, a Pile 4, you don't make that mistake. I don't know how you guys do it, considering how much you communicate to people. You still manage to hold on to your secret. So people will say, oh yes, I know Pile 4. But if people actually ask them questions about you, they won't have an answer. If they go like, if somebody asks those people, okay, what's Pile 4's favorite color? The person who was claiming to know you will have no idea, because then they'll realize that you never told them your favorite color. So I do see that you're somebody who doesn't talk about themselves. You hardly ever do that. You hardly ever talk about yourself. When you're with other people, you do talk to them, but you talk to them about themselves. You are always asking them questions that, okay, what do you like? What is your opinion on this topic, whatever the subject is? You are kind of making people talk. But when it comes to you, you hardly ever reveal anything about yourself unless you are absolutely sure that that person's not, or unless you're absolutely sure that that person can be trusted. So I don't know where you got that kind of a blessing to be that discerning, where you can figure out that, okay, who can be trusted and who cannot be trusted. But I feel like the bigger blessing that you have is the fact that, you hold on to a lot of secrets, not just yours, but even for your friends, your family members, people who are around you, even strangers. Pile 4, people you're like their secret diary half the time, like more than half the time. You're just you're somebody's secret diary. People just come, hand over their secrets to you, and then they walk away. And sometimes you've even come across such people, like you don't know them, right? And they've come to you, they've given you their secret, and they walked away and they've never looked back. Like they've never come back to you, like you've never seen them again. And now you actually wonder that, okay, what am I supposed to do with this information? What am I supposed to do with this secret that this person has given to me? What am I supposed to do? So, and maybe other people might talk about those things and let that secret out, but you wouldn't. Even if it's something very superficial and nothing life-changing, but you still you don't talk about other people as well. A Pile 4, you don't gossip about people, even if people, no matter how they make you feel, you don't gossip at all, and people know that. On the other hand, because we have 4 of coins here, that's why I'm saying you don't talk about yourself, you don't talk about your family, unless you trust somebody, you're not going to do that. You won't talk about your money, your goals, your dreams. Maybe you've understood that there's no point talking about them, or you figured out that, okay, if I do tell people what I want, they'll just see me as competition. We have this 5 of Swords, but this is in reverse. So maybe somewhere. And Pile 4, I don't know if if this will resonate with you. But with the Six of Cups here and Five of Swords in reverse, I just got this message that some of your friends might not be that genuine to you. So just be a little careful on that front. Some people are actually pretending to be your friend just so they can get information out of you. We have Ace of Swords here. We have Justice in reverse. So this Justice in reverse over here is kind of telling me that there are people who are close to you, or maybe there have been people in the past that have betrayed you, and that is why you're like, you know what, I'm not going to tell anyone anything. It could be that you've dealt with so much injustice, especially when it comes to people's words. People have hurt you a lot with their words, and maybe that's why you don't talk much, because somewhere you might be thinking that, okay, what if my words hurt this other person? You know, because words hurt. Pile 4, a person can forget what a person did to them, but they might not forget what a person said to them, you know? It's just, yeah, words have a strong impact. Like, there's a sword here. Words are sharp. Words can cut. And I feel like that maybe you have dealt with that pain in your past, because Six of Cups is about the past. But it could also, like, Six of Cups is also the card for friendship and stuff. So this also kind of tells me that, you know, you might have people around you who are not being very sincere to you, who are only, because they see you as competition, Pile 4. They're like, we want to know what Pile 4 is hiding. We want to know what is going on with them. What is their secret? How are they so successful? Because with this Ace of Swords, your success is evident, and it has come to you quickly. So people want to know the secret. You know, they understand that it's not just mere luck that you are as successful as you are. Something is more, there's more to it, and people want to figure that out. And some people, maybe they just want your success for themselves, so that's why they're trying to get close to you. So it could be in this current scenario, current present moment, or it could be that this has happened to you in the past, where people got close to you just to take advantage of you, or just to use you for their own benefit. And when they got what they wanted out of you, they just discarded you like you were nothing. So yeah, so maybe that's why you've understood that, you know, maybe you understand the power of words, and that's why you are very careful with them, Pile 4. But when you do choose to speak, oh my goodness, when you do choose, King of Swords right here, people listen. People know that, okay, now this person's talking, we need to listen. Silence. There's silence when you're talking. Because I feel like somewhere people actually yearn for you to talk. They yearn for you to tell them something about yourself. I would say you hold on to yourself, you hold on to your secrets that tightly. I mean, the Two of Swords not here. That card already came up for another pile. But I feel like that card should have been here because that's the energy I'm getting. But luckily, I mean, since Two of Swords is not here, we have the Four of Pentacles right here, which is kind of that same energy that you are really closed off. You're holding on to something really tightly. You're not letting it out under any circumstances. That's this person talking about Pentacles, holding on to Pentacles. But I feel like your Pentacles is your information, Pile 4. Like, the more information you have, it's literally that wealth you possess. Your wealth is your information. And you would have understood that probably it is when you're giving out information is somewhere you've gotten money out of it. Maybe you're a teacher or something. So when you're giving out knowledge, when you're giving out information, you're earning through that. Or so whatever it is, maybe you're a reviewer or of some sort. You know, you're a book reviewer, tech reviewer, makeup reviewer, something. And you're giving out that information to people. You're telling them, okay, this is the product, this is what it feels like, this is the review of it, all of that. So maybe through that you earn something of that sort. I'm just getting that for you. And if not, and the thing is that if that is the case with you, Pile 4, that you resonate with this part, that yes, you do review stuff or you give your opinion on certain things, your reviews and your opinions are highly valued. Like, people believe those. So that just shows that you're a very credible person. You are a very credible source of information, Pile 4. That's what people think. They perceive you as a very credible source. So even if at that rare moment, if you're telling somebody something about the other person, I'm not talking about gossip. I'm not talking about gossip here. You might gossip, you might not. That's up to you. But whatever it is, people know that you're giving out the right information. People know that it's better to believe you than be blind to what the other person's doing to them. And I feel like you will only tell them about somebody else if you think that it's going to benefit the other person. It's going to prevent them from some sort of harm, any kind of harm or loss or something. You only will tell people about other people just if with the intention to protect them or with the intention to benefit them in some way. But you will never do that just for the sake of it, just for the fun of it. That's why I'm saying that you people hardly ever gossip. And if you do, you are doing it for some reason or the other. Like, there has to be a reason. If you think that, okay, I need to tell them about what this person has done, because this is what's going to happen. If they don't know, they'll be embarrassed, they'll be humiliated or something. So you're protecting the other person. So you're doing that with the intention to help rather than the intention to just cause drama and stir some sort of a controversy. You're not like that, Pile 4. Oh, wow. So that's why I'm saying that when you are talking, whatever information that you're giving out, people know better than to ignore that. They're like, Pile 4 has told me this. I know Pile 4 is not going to lie to me. Because Pile 4 doesn't go around talking about people spreading gossip and rumors. Pile 4 doesn't do that. So, very reliable source of information. That's what people think you guys are, Pile 4. That's so nice. I mean, having that kind of a trust among people, even the people you don't know, that's a big thing, Pile 4. It just shows how powerful you are. You have been blessed with an incredibly intelligent mind, I would say. And you have a really amazing and strong wit about you as well. You're very witty. You're very quick to respond as well. We have this Knight of Swords coming through, very quick to respond. You will not take forever to reach a decision. That with this King of Swords here and this Ace of Swords, you have the clarity. No matter the situation, good or bad, challenging or easy, whatever the situation is, you always know what to do. And I wish and I pray that you always have that clarity, because that clarity is a blessing in itself. It's a blessing, Pile 4. And that clarity has helped you out of so many situations. Good situations, bad situations, it has helped you out. And I just wish that it stays with you forever so that you can overcome any challenge that life throws your way. I sincerely wish that for you. On the other hand, with these two knights coming up here, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, people are like, when Pile 4 takes action, they take it. They're going to take it without telling anyone. So people tend to be wary of you as well, Pile 4, because they're like, what is Pile 4 going to do now? Are they going to do what they said, or were they just, trying to scare us? What were they doing? But yeah, people know that you're somebody who's very unpredictable. So that's why they tend to be a little wary of you. And they just, sometimes, some people really, you keep people on their toes. You don't do it on purpose. It's just how people react towards you. That they're always on their toes. They think that they're not walking on eggshells, but yeah, they're on their toes, because they're like, we need to be prepared for anything when it comes to Pile 4. We can't just ignore them and be like, oh, they're not going to do anything. We need to be alert at all times, because if Pile 4 chooses to react, if they choose to come back at us, it's going to be in a way and at a time when we least expect it. So that's why some people have to think a lot before they try to mess with you. because they know the consequences will not be good. So you are a force to be reckoned with, a pile 4, and people really need to understand that. If there have been people in the past who have taken advantage of you, I would say don't feel bad about that. You were young, you didn't know better. You trusted those people. It is their fault that they broke your trust. It has nothing to do with your intelligence, or you think that, oh, you're not intelligent and that's why they took advantage of you. No, they took advantage of your trust, and they shouldn't have done that. But it has nothing to do with your intelligence. So don't think or don't question your intelligence or your power just because a few people didn't value you enough to kind of keep that trust. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. Oh, advocate. Inspires you to put compassion into action. I told you, you know the power of words. You know how much they can impact a person. Good words, bad words, they have an equal impact. And that's why, you always choose your words with care, because you are compassionate. You understand a person's emotions and you want to help them in the best way that you can. And I feel like if you ever try to use your words to help people, it's going to be very beneficial for you. And by that, I mean maybe writing something, helping people out, getting into such a profession where your words have no choice but to make an impact on other people. Something of that sort. Okay, so we have child magical. We have seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Considering you have the Knight of Swords coming through and the Knight of Wands. These knights, they're super fast, okay? They're impulsive. And why would one be impulsive, right? Because one has faith that things are going to be okay. You have that child magical energy within you, because you know that it's going to, whatever, even if you encounter a roadblock, even if you encounter a challenge, you know you'll be able to come out of it. The universe is going to help you. It is possible. And you're somebody who's like, according to people, you're somebody who's like, you're not gonna wait for the right moment. You will make the moment right for you. Oh, then we have Alchemist. This is you. I feel like you have transformation of base motives and gold into golden wisdom. Wow. You, pile 4, you are something else, I would say. Turning everything into a life lesson, learning from everything, people, experiences, good or bad. See, that's what I'm saying. People who thought they could break your trust and think they could get one over you, that they could win against you, it was their loss that they broke your trust, that they lost your trust. It was them who's at a loss here, not you. You took that lesson and you learned from it and you got the experience and wisdom out of it, and then you moved on. But those people are still hung up on that past, on that time when they took advantage and broke your trust. So you are that personality, pile 4. That's why you do have like the potential to be so incredibly successful in life, not just in terms of money, but in terms of everything, because you take life as an experience. Whatever life throws at you, you take that as experience and you run with it. You add that to your book of knowledge that you have, and you're like, okay, I can always come back and learn from this. Let's go and move forward in life. So wow, incredibly smart and wise people here. So yeah, this is all I have for you of Pile 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.